Are you all feeling frisky? Are you all feeling like a beast? Are you all feeling like your own Tiger Woods? I hope you are, man. Right, listen. This live is all about me. I was up last night till God knows what time, about 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning or something, yeah, trying to analyse my own swing and fix my own slice, yeah, fix my own like disgusting duck hook, whatever it is situation, but duck hook, but the wrong way, yeah. So I'm not duck hooking it to the left, I'm swan diving it to the right. Yeah, yes, Cookie Healer, how you doing? So this is really me diagnosing my swing, telling you what I think was wrong, and then I'm going to go over the field with some balls with my pitching wedge, and I'm going to see if my theory is correct, yeah, and what I think was wrong. Now, obviously, I'm not a pro golfer, and like you all know, some people are putting comments, Danny, there is a reason why not many even pros use those clubs because they are so hard. Maybe you should give up. Maybe you should, get some cavity backs, sell them clubs and get some different clubs. You know what I mean? All that kind of blah, 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 right? That is, I'm not being bad, but if that's your mindset, then that's fine. Yes, pack a punch. If that's your mindset, that's fine. That's fine. That can be your mindset, right? But that ain't how my mind works, man. What my mind does with any situation, anything I've ever played, anything I've ever done in my life, the reason why I'm so good at stuff is because I never fucking give up. I literally battle everything. I've never done anything easy in my life. I think that's why I'm so good at stuff, because I've never done anything easy. I've always done it the hard way, yeah, by learning myself. And everybody's like, just give up. Just give up. No, there's no give up in Danny G, mate. There's none. So I am going to fix my swing myself, right? I am going to diagnose my swing myself, and I am going to put the graft in to fix that fucker. Now, what do I think I was doing? I was doing one of two things, really. The only thing I could have been doing is coming over, right? Now, what I mean by that is I was either coming... Now, listen, it could be even be down to grip, right? It could just be down to grip. I could literally have had too much of a weak grip. Now, with my cavity backs, you have to understand there's so much forgiveness there. The sweet spot's so big. There's so much forgiveness, man. I mean, that sweet spot is basically about as big as the face of the club, yeah, compared to these blades, right? That's what it feels like. Like, if I would have used my clubs yesterday, I would have killed that course. But, well, my old clubs, because these are my clubs, these Titleist, right? So, what have I been doing wrong? From what I think, sat here all night looking at my own swing, analysing my own swing, analysing my grip, my club path, my club face to ball relation, it seemed to me like I was either swinging in to out or I was swinging too far in with a weak grip. And what that was doing was as I was coming back, it was opening my face right up. And then I was also swinging over the top. So I was coming down on an out to in angle with an open club face. That's why the fucking ball was just going dead right. It's the only thing I can see. Do you know what I mean? Now, with my cavity backs, because the sweet spot is so much greater, even if I swing like that, which normally I don't, I swing quite flat. I have a flat swing. I've changed my swing for these clubs. Purely for these clubs, I've changed my whole swing, the whole dynamics of my swing. I've done it about 4 times now since I've been playing again. So in 14 weeks, I've changed my swing 4 fucking times, man. I don't know how many more times I'm going to have to change this swing. So, first thing I'm going to try is I'm going to change my grip. And all I'm going to do, this is not one of my clubs, this is one of Tony's clubs, but all I'm going to do is this. I know how to create a weaker grip, and I know how to create a stronger grip. And I just know this through playing for years. So a weaker grip is when you grip the club, yeah, in the palm of your hand, right? Well, that's a weak grip. That will allow the club face, as you come back, to open to a very big degree, yeah? Very good for when you're playing a flop shot, right? So there is a reason to have a weak grip, yeah? When you're playing a flop shot, weak grip, soft hands is very good, but not good for an actual swing. Normal grip, what most people would have, would be, I would say, about there. That would be most people's grip. That's like a neutral grip. Yeah, it's not perfect by any stretch. Yeah, it's not tight enough, but it's still like a neutral grip. Now, if I grip the club just naturally, if I just grip the club like I'm going to take my shot, the club is quite a lot down where it should be. And when I close my hands, it does sit against the meat of my fucking hand, which it should do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this grip and I'm going to put it more into my fingers like this. So rather than having it here, I'm just going to move it to here. And then I'm going to grip the club and I'm going to allow my hand to come over. Right, well, I'm doing it with my right hand. I should be doing this with my left hand. So, do you know what I mean? This is obviously, I've done this the wrong way around. It's because I was trying to show you, but I can probably show you from this angle. So, weak grip there. Yeah? Weak grip. That's a fucking weak grip. All right? That's too much in the palm. Way too much in the palm. Neutral grip, probably about there. I would say that's about a neutral grip. Strong grip is going to be there. That is a strong grip. Now, what that will do is that will put, let me see if I can get from this angle. So that will put my glove, yeah, you know, my emblem, it will point more up to the sky basically. And what it will do is it will stop my club face opening. It will want to close. It will want to close more than anything. It won't want to open. I've never played with a strong grip before because it's not something that I would play with because I've never had to. I've used cavity backs, but now I'm going to have to go to a strong grip. So the way I'm going to go to a strong grip, if you want to try this yourself, if you're hitting it, if you're slicing it right, this is the first thing I'm going to change before I change my swing path, right? So I'm going to try this first. If this works, sweet. If not, then we're going to go on to swing path, and I'll explain to you what I'm going to change in my swing path. It's very hard to do this on the fly, you know, with no lessons, no fuck all, just sat there analysing your own swing. Probably for a pro, it'd be easy, but I'm not a fucking pro. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's not easy. Do you know what I mean, right? So, all I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to go from here, which is my grip. That is my grip. So the club sits here for me. Yeah, that is my grip, my normal grip. I'm going to take it to there. That's all I'm going to do. Close my fingers first, bring my hand over more. And that's going to want to close the club face on my backswing, right? Now, that might correct a lot of it because what that will do is that will square my face up on impact, okay? It'll definitely square my face up a lot more than what it is. So I won't have an open face to deal with because from what it looked like to me, I was hitting with an open face. Like I had to like proper watch this shit over and over and over and over again. And it looked like my club face was kicked open at impact. That's the first thing I noticed. I thought my club face looked slightly open at impact, man. And bear in mind, I'm not slowing this shit down. I'm just watching me swing, then rewind, swing. And I'm like, first of all, I was watching my body posture. That was fine. There was nothing wrong with my body posture, okay? I was thinking I was having to get down to the ball, up to the ball. No, there was fuck all wrong with my body posture yesterday. Nothing. The body was in line. Everything was sound. It was swing or grip or both. I think what I was doing was I had a weak grip, which was causing me to like, with these clubs, I've had to come more around rather than more up, which is what I was doing at the beginning to hit them straight, yeah? But then yesterday I got these shanks out of nowhere. So I think what I might have been doing is I might have been coming too flat. And then when you're this flat, when you are this flat, so when I'm like this flat, the only way to get my club back onto the path is to go over. I've got to go over and I've got to swing across. I've got to. So imagine why I was sending it so far right. If I'm coming too far back here and I'm having to bring my fucking swing over to compensate, it's going to cause me to swing out to in. Right, so I'm literally going to go from here across my body. And then also, if my grip was weak, I'm hitting it with an open face as well. So I'm doing both things wrong. You get what I mean? It's like, fucking hell, Danny. Oh yeah, you only need to be 1 degree out. Yeah, you don't. It's not like you need. It's not like the cavities, is it? So it's not like you can afford to be 4 degrees out. No. You need to be 0.5. Like 0.5 degrees, you'll probably grip it and it'll be fine. Anything more than that, you're fucking fucked. You're dead in the water. So The first thing I'm going to do when I go over the field in a bit with some balls, I'm just going to take my pitching wedge, right? Yeah. I mean, my pitching wedge is the hardest thing I've found to use in the bag anyway, so I might as well start with the hardest fucking club to use, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put a right glove on or something, I think, so I don't split that finger anymore if I hit a bad one. I'm just going to go over the field with 8 balls. I'll take the camera, I'll set it up, yeah? I'll just put it on the tripod, I'll set it up, and I'll just let it play. And then I'll let you lot, and obviously, you'll be able to see the connection off the ball anyway, yeah? And if you've got the ability to slow it down somehow, you'll be able to see the ball flight. I'll tell you that I never lie. So if it's a good one, I'll tell you. If it's a bad one, I'll tell you. You'll know anyway, because I'll probably end up going, fuck. Do you know what I mean? Because trust me, you hit a bad shot with them, you feel it through your wrists and your hands. It's like, Jesus Christ. Do you know what I mean? Like, so many bad ones yesterday, I can tell you what a bad shot feels like. Fucking horrible. Do you know what I mean? So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my grip. So we're going to go to a slightly stronger grip. See if that helps. See if that combats. It should combat the club face. So the club face should come more square. I have not had to change my grip for 8 years. 8 years ago, I had a strong grip. This is the reason why I know, right? This is the reason why I know. Because 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I had a strong grip, really strong, yeah? I used to literally hold it in my fingers all the time. But I had the problem of drawing it then. I was drawing it a lot, you know what I mean? So then obviously I changed my grip to a weaker grip, slightly weaker, more in my palm than it had ever been. It took me months to get this grip. And then I started hitting the ball straight. But then over a period of time now, my swing may have changed to where my club face is open, man. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be. It's got to be. It's the only thing I can think of, you know. Do you know what I mean? Because my swing, see, if I hit the ball right or I hit the ball left, right? But not like, because when I was hitting it yesterday, no joke, I mean, I won't lie to you, so many shots went, say the ball's there, so many shots when I hit it went like that, like that, like that. I'm not even fucking joking, it was madness. I've never hit a ball like that in my life. It was just like, literally, like it was sliding off the face. That's literally what it was like. It's like the face would not grip the ball. It was madness. Now, I know that's because I'm hitting it with a fucking face open. I've got to be. Because it felt like I was hitting a flop shot with a normal swing. And I thought about it all night last night, man. I was up till about 2 in the fucking morning, man. Just thinking, just analysing. I was thinking, nah, them shots did feel like a flop shot connection. But I wasn't going for a flop shot. I was going for an actual full-on, you know, 5 iron, 6 iron, 8 iron, whatever. But that's what it felt like. And then I thought, well, if it's going to be sliding off the face like that. See, normally with a flop shot, I'll swing very out to very in, but I'll stand really close to the ball and I'll try and pick it up directly from underneath me like a putter. So I'm not joking. You ever watch me do a flop shot? That's how I do flop shots. I come extremely close to the ball, so my chest is directly over the ball. I open the club face, I face my feet left, and then I swing out to in, and I catch it, and it has so much right spin on the ball that when it lands, it literally pitches right. Do you know what I mean, right? But that's how I flop. And that's kind of how it felt when I'm hitting a fucking 5 iron. So I sat here and I've analysed that shit and I'm like, Danny, strengthen your grip. Just make your grip stronger and then maybe you'll be able to correct it. Now, if that doesn't work, I'm going to have to change my swing again. And what I'm going to have to do, the first thing I'll try, because it's counterproductive, right? And you'd think this is counterproductive, and it is counterproductive, but with golf, it's mad. Because I've learned over the years that things that are counterproductive, that you would think feel so weird, are usually the correct way of doing things if you've got a problem with your swing. So I'm going to have to get my swing to feel like I am going in to out, which is going to be horrible because for me, it's going to feel like I'm going to hit the ball fucking right, and I know it. And I'm going to have to tell my mind to shut the fuck up, and I'm going to have to go with it, which will be hard for the first few shots because I've changed my swing so many times. Trust me, it's horrible. It's horrible when you're used to a certain swing, or then you change it, you get used to a certain swing, and then you've got to change it again. It's fucking horrible. So I hope my grip does it. I'm hoping just the grip will do this for me, right? If not, got to change my swing again. Again. Fucking hell, again. It's golf, man. This is golf. So that's the two problems. There's no problem with my weight transfer. There's no problem with taking me off the ball. That's just not happening. I was watching the video yesterday. I was like, are you lifting your head up? No, I don't lift my head up. So I mean, obviously I wouldn't, would I? There's no problems with my shoulder alignment or my feet alignment. There's no problem with the twist of my hips. I'm not rocking. So it's not like I'm rocking on my back leg, then rocking on my forward leg. No, I'm very stable. It's all hip turn. When I'm using irons, it's all hip turn. I've got a very good hip turn. I could take so many positives from watching me yesterday. I did take many positives. So I was like, Danny, your alignment's good. Your posture's really good. Do you know what I mean? You're loose enough in your shoulders. Your shoulders aren't up here. You're not all tight. You're loose enough in your shoulders. Do you know what I mean? Your tempo's good. Your swing tempo. So, positives. Yeah, be quiet. To be honest with you, bro, it is literally like that. It's like there's no better feeling than when all this hard work and thought that you put into something pays off. And I think a lot of people, when they were saying to me on my other YouTube channel, Danny, get rid of the clubs, maybe you're just not good enough to use them. I think there was like, they have self-doubt in the self. Well, I don't suffer with that. I'm great, Bobby. I don't suffer with that. How are you, bro? I don't suffer with self-doubt. I suffer with, okay, this might be a mountain to climb. I may have a hard job here. This may take me a long time. This may take me lots of effort and lots of strain and lots of stress. But I know that I can do it. Do you get what I mean? That's the way my mind works. Like, I know that no matter what, I don't care how hard they are. I don't care how hard these clubs are. I can learn to become very good with them. I can get better with these clubs than I was with my old clubs, even though right now that kind of game seems so far away. I mean, my son's sat there. He won't come on camera, like he doesn't need to, but he'll answer a question for me right now. Just speak up quite loud. Ethan. Don't forget, Ethan's 18. Ethan's been playing golf with me since he was about 8, right? He doesn't play all the time. He plays on and off. But he used to walk around the golf course with his dad all the fucking time. Have you ever seen me hit even one shot like that, let alone 40? No. You haven't, have you? No. You've never even seen me hit one shot like that, have you? No. Never. Not once have I ever hit a shot like that. So the first time, all right, Joyce, the first time that I hit that yesterday, the first time I just hit it like that, like a fucking banana spoon thing, I don't know what it was. I was scratching my head. I was thinking, that's just a one-off. And then I hit it again like that, and then again, and again, and again. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, be quiet. You want to improve. You're not going to do that by playing easy golf courses that you find easy, that you know that are easy. You're not going to get that by playing in easy conditions. You're not. Because if you play well in tough conditions, then the easy conditions become really fucking easy. I found that because I always play in tough conditions. I mean, you lot have seen me playing gale force winds and shit. I mean, I don't care. I'll play in any condition because it makes me better. Having to hit out of soft ground, having to hit out of hard ground, having to hit out of like frost, having to hit out of like different roughs, different texture of grasses, different greens, because greens are not all the same grass, they're all different grass. Literally, I'm not joking. Loads of different courses use different grass on the greens, different sand in the bunkers. So you don't learn all this by making it easy on yourself. You only get good at something by making it fucking hard and adjusting to that level of difficulty, because then you become better than every fucker else around you. And that's just the way it works. And I've done that all my life. That's why I'm so good at stuff, because that's why I excel in it. Because I set myself some seriously hard fucking goals that most people would shy away from, but not me. I just stick my chest out, I stick my chin out, and I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Do you know what I mean? That's how my mind works. Like yesterday, I hit so many bad shots. I had such a bad score for me. 95 is terrible for me. Terrible. Right, I'm telling you. But I just battled. All the way to the end, you watched it, man. I battled. On the last hole, I parred it because I just kept battling. Exactly, Clint. What you put in is what you get out. If you put the thought and the effort and you believe in yourself, I believe I can make these clubs my bitch. That's what it is. I truly believe that I can get to the point where I make these clubs work for me, and I'm not working for them, because right now I'm working for them. But I want to get to the point where they're working for me. And I'll get there, man. No, be quiet. They don't. They don't. It would be so easy for me now to fall back, sell them for what I paid for them, and for what I paid for them, yeah, fucking 400 bar, and I'll get a 6 set of AP2s, cavity back, a lot more help, and I'll probably be back to my old game or maybe a little bit better, right? But, and this is a big but, I'm not going to have to work on my swing as much with cavity backs because my swing's fine with cavity backs. I'm not going to have to play with my grip. I'm not going to have to learn to draw the ball again like I used to, because I used to have a big draw, right? And the only way you can ever learn how to fade and draw a ball, that's the reason I can do it, yeah, is by doing it, right? So I'm going to relearn how to draw now, which is only going to benefit my game during the game when I need to draw a ball or I need to fade a ball. Well, I know how to fade the fucking thing, exactly how I swing now, right? But to draw it, I've got to get that swing back. And because I'm focusing so much more than what I normally would, it will only make me better, you know, in the long run. Not in a week, not in 2 weeks. It's not going to be that. I'm not going to be like playing like Tiger Woods in 2 weeks. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm a realist, right? But over the graft and the hard work and the never giving up and the believing in myself, within 6 months, I'll be really good with them clubs. And then people who were saying sell them, you're not going to be able to handle them, I'll be like, well, you was wrong, innit? You was wrong. Effort and determination. Effort and determination. It's like it's fucking shit weather outside. I split my finger yesterday playing, and it's my bad finger, so it hurts, like. It fucking hurts, because I shouldn't have a finger here, should I? You know this, you all know this. There should be no finger. It had to be rebuilt by skin grafts. So the skin is very weak at the end, right at the end, where they did all the stitching. It's quite weak. And yesterday, because I ate some shanks, it split my fucking finger open. And it hurt like a motherfucker for the whole round. I did it on like the 4th hole or something, and it just kept splitting wider and wider, right? But I'm going to stick a fucking glove on my hand, like a work glove or some shit, and I'm going over that field, and I'm going to try and fix my swing today. That's determination. That's not shying away from it. That's not being a bitch and thinking, nah, I'm going to leave them for a week because, oh, they had me yesterday. Nah. That's like, you know something, you had me yesterday, now it's my turn. Today I'm going to find out how to hit you, and I'm going to have you. And you're all going to get to see it on camera. You're going to get to see the determination. You're going to get to see how much I change my swing here, there, and everywhere. I'll do whatever I've got to fucking do. Whatever I've got to do and however many balls I've got to hit. It's that simple, man. And I will get good with these clubs. I fucking will, trust me. I will get good with these clubs. Pitching wedge is the hardest thing for me to hit in that bag. Don't know why. Normally it's my best club. But with these clubs, it's the hardest one for me to hit. So I'm going to go over there with the hardest one. I might as well go over there with the hardest one. Because if I can learn to hit the hardest one, then I'll have confidence that the rest of them will be easy. Do you get what I mean? Hey, pass my lighter. Step right in the deep end, Danny. And see what you can do, lad. What can you do, lad? What can you do, lad? We will see. Right, everybody. About half an hour. I'll be back on live. And I'll be over that field with my pitching wedge and some golf balls, right? And you'll all get to see if I can adjust and just hit the fucking ball off the ground properly. Hey, let's just hit the ball off the ground properly, shall we? Should we just have a go at that? You know, I feel like I've only just started playing again. I feel like a total beginner at the game right now. Yeah, I'm telling you. So yeah, I'll see you all in about half an hour, man. I'll be over the field, 8-10 balls, just hitting, getting feedback from the golf club, getting feedback from my swing. Do you know what I mean? And then just getting the balls back and hitting. So I'll see you all in a bit, man. Peace.